All right, guys, so we have not shown y'all around the outside of this property.
Yeah.
We've only shown a little bit here and there. We haven't actually walked the front yard. It is a pretty big front yard.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and then we'll see when we get to the back. I might walk down. I don't know if I want to walk down with Reagan to the creek, but I might show you guys the creek. So let's go ahead and walk up the driveway, and then we'll start up there and kind of work our way back. All right, so this is a pretty long driveway. I don't know. It's going to look even longer on here because this is wide angle. So always take that into consideration whenever we're showing you guys stuff, because it throws all perspective a little bit. Not like crazy, but just a little bit. But
this driveway is good for her to be riding a bike up and down.
Oh, and then just wait till she starts skateboarding, and then because it's all downhill. So there's going to be some cool moments. But I have been coming through with the trailer, and a lot of y'all were telling us not to cut trees down. We're going to have to cut some trees down. All of these that are right here on the drive coming through, I can make it through, and clearly I can, but it is a little bit of a pain in the butt.
Well, and also, like, to get the mower through some of these, you can't really.
Yeah.
Won't be able to squeeze through.
Yes, and we want to thin out. We'll probably wait until there's leaves on everything, and then that way we could see what everything looks like, and then we can go through and cut out a few of them, because we want all this grass to grow as much as possible. But we are almost up in the front, and there's a lot of rock. It's a lot of rock in the very front, and then more on the side and stuff like that. But
Yeah, like
throughout from here to the house, they did a great job at doing the ground really good, nice and level. It's going to be all grass through there, so that I'm very, very excited for, because she'll be able to run around and have a huge front yard. All right, so if you're pulling into our driveway, you better not go over 35 miles an hour. But we do like the fact that it has this fence. We're not going to keep it forever. We're going to replace it, but for now it does have a gate, and we can lock it and keep people out that we don't want here, which is awesome. And our property actually goes way past the fence, but for now it's good.
Yeah, that's why we're going to have to do a different fence, because we won't be able to match it.
Yeah. And then also, it is a little bit tight for trailers and stuff to come through. And then, I mean, guys, wrong letter. We might be able to put an SD next to it.
Well, we don't have a name for this place yet.
We can come up with an SDR name, all right? But, I mean, just awesome big trees. Again, they'll be nice and full. But when we first came out, we didn't really... Do what? Oh, yeah. I mean, just a ton. That's probably why the deer are always out over here. I didn't know what that box was, but our water meter there, I'm just now seeing that. I looked for it last time. This right here is actually a water tap. And they put that there, and it's all insulated and everything. I think squirrels have gotten in there, though. So we'll have to redo it. But this little squirrel, look at her. I am glad it's nice and insulated, and we have a water spigot, tap, whatever you want to call it, way up here in the front. But this is what I'm talking about. All of these huge rocks. I mean, huge. There is going to be absolutely no digging over here. I mean, it is nothing but rocks over here. Which,
goats would love it.
Oh, yeah.
And
that's what's cool, too. We do have a lot of big rocks. We may have to ask Paragon to come out with their skid steer to help pick some of those up and make a cool thing for the goats to jump on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it for you to play on, too. Oh. But the thing that's going to suck is underneath everything out here, it does look like this. So if we want to put a fence in, guess what you have to do to put a fence in? You got to dig holes. Yeah. So I don't know how well that's going to work, but I don't want to show too far that way, just because we do have neighbors around here. That is something we're going to have to get really used to. But this is not halfway, but it's close, where the fence ends and stuff. But it does start to get a lot more wooded. We probably have, I would say, 2 acres of straight woods, which is awesome because we can go through and clear out what we want. It gives us a little privacy once it all grows out, and then also our goats and stuff will be able to go through and eat all the shrubbery and whatnot. I mean, these are just huge rocks, massive. We're going to walk back towards the house, but from here you guys can tell, I mean, it is just all open. But I think, and I know some of you guys are, you know, saying stuff about it, it'll be perfectly fine cutting some of these trees out.
Yeah, just not a lot.
No, just thinning them out a little bit.
Nothing like we've done before.
No. And then we're not going to be putting these on sawmills or anything like that. These are all smaller trees. But it is, I mean, it's such a cool property. It really is. It's, I don't think it'll ever truly translate on video, and I can't wait until everything starts blooming out again and stuff. But you can tell we will get some grass, but it is just rock everywhere, so it's going to be interesting. We're going to try our best to build and stuff, and then we still have to figure out where we're going to put the barn. We're only going to build a small barn. We're not going to build anything huge. It is nice having the big barn and all that stuff at the other place, but realistically, more than half of it was storage.
Oh yeah.
So
we don't really need that here.
Yeah, no. We need a little spot for feed, and then the few animals we have, and we're not getting any more other than like some birds. So I know it's probably super loud, crunchy, but I mean, all of it is just wood. It's awesome. And there's a few cedar trees, there's a few pine trees, stuff like that, but it's mainly oak. I'm assuming that's what these are. I'm not a tree expert, but it does look like oak. A lot of Oklahoma in this area is kind of the same. So yeah, I don't know. We'll show you a little bit back over there towards the creek. So walking back over here, you can tell the house is back there. Got a few cedar trees and whatnot, but when Paragon was out here, I know this whole video is gonna be crunching. This grass, Jeremy was all about. He's like, guarantee you got all your deer coming eating this. And I've already seen a bunch of deer out here, which we need to put a trail cam. That'll be super cool. But all of this, it just stays like this. I don't know what type of grass it's called, but we're gonna have to walk that way, I guess, to get down. I need to find a way that Danielle can get down there better, because the creek, huh?
I'll let you go.
Yeah, I'll probably just have to go because the creek is down there. So let me show you that. All right, so I'm gonna come down here, and as you guys can tell, even more rock. I think I said this before, but it kind of reminds me of the original off-grid, because it slopes down in the back and you got all the rocks and everything. I'll end up making a really good path later for us to come down easier. And then also, I was already thinking, and this is not going to be right now, it's going to be later on, make some trails down, and then we can ride our little dirt bikes, or we've been wanting to get mountain bikes and build some mountain bike trails, and one of our other neighbors said he did that on his backyard too. So I mean, look at this. This is freaking awesome to have in your backyard. Just such a cool area. It does eat up a little bit of our 5 acres, but it is so cool. I mean, it just drops way down, and then we have a creek down there, which, let me show ya. All right, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this is kind of the line right here that is open. I think the neighbors cleared that, and it goes way down there, and there's the creek, but tons and tons of rocks that we will utilize and build fire pits and all sorts of landscape and stuff like that. This is the type of rock that they used on our house, at least some of this. And again, I hope you guys can tell, it slopes down, and I think it'd just be the coolest thing ever to have like some mountain bike trails. And then when Reagan's a little bit older, she can kind of play with her friends down here. There's nothing cooler than just going out in the woods and exploring, especially when it's in your backyard. But there's not a lot of water, but after the big rain we had not long ago, the little creek right here runs through. I can't tell if that's a cardinal or something else, but got water flowing through here, so I don't know, that's pretty cool. And then again, I don't know if you'll be able to tell how much it goes up, so it's definitely a spot that our side-by-side could climb to get up, but also just want to make some trails and whatnot, and then we'll eventually build a really nice path with nice like stepping stairs coming down, so anybody can enjoy it that is able to walk. And yeah, I don't know, I'm so excited for this area back here. And again, we've seen a lot of deer and stuff already out here. Neighbors did tell us that you do want to watch out for pygmy rattlesnakes, which we're used to. And then he didn't say anything about copperhead, but he said something about what are they called? A different type of rattlesnake, not the pygmy. Oh, I can't remember what it is that Oklahoma has. They're a little bit bigger. That he went hunting in his backyard, and a little cave, there was some in there. But yeah, tons of land back here that is very cool. So let's get back up by the house. All right, I'm out of shape, but back up here with the green grass section, which the house is back over there. And then the previous owner already utilized a lot of these big rocks, which we kind of showed a little bit on the first video, but he piled up a bunch here with a cedar tree. And then on the side of the house we have a water softener in there. And then this is Reagan's room. And then there is this fenced in area. It is not big by any means, and we could utilize it potentially,
Yes.
or tear it down and build something new. We're gonna have to really look at it and see how strong it is. I don't know
Yeah, I mean, if
how
it
it was built.
utilized temporarily, I think.
Yes. We just want to be able to bring our dogs out here and let them get used to it, and then you know how it is. You bring a dog to a new place, they're gonna want to sniff every square inch of it. So we want to do that. I'm assuming it's just all held up by T-posts.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it is, but if there's anything that we have gotten a lot of practice with, it's fencing. So I think we could beef it up, and then they could actually go into the packer bar if they lose some weight.
Yeah, I say only Stubby might be able to do it. I don't know about the others.
Lucy, I don't know.
No,
So
absolutely
if she wants the privilege of going inside on her own without us opening the door, she got to lose some weight.
Oh.
They might, yeah, probably not. Won't make it. But that is the back side of the house. Like I said, we got it all here, and then they left the little fox. It's pretty cool. I did show you, which I'm guessing they had some type of landscape, because all this is red mulch, and it's thick red mulch, thick. It's crazy. So I don't know what they were doing or what, but look, I mean, it is just a ton of it. So maybe a little backyard garden area.
Yeah.
Not a garden, but you know, flowers.
Oh.
Do you like that? But again, just big boulders and stuff everywhere. I mean, there's so much rock down there. We could build a whole new freaking house with all the rock. It's crazy. But I was telling them we'll be able to do like fire pits and all sorts of stuff. So it's gonna be super cool. And then I kind of gave them a little quick rundown of maybe mountain bike trails.
What is this?
Maybe a little dog run, or hanging some towels or something. I don't know. Maybe they have some lights on it. I don't know. But the backyard, you can stay there to kind of give reference. I don't know if we'll have a hangout area over here or what, like fire pit or whatever, but it'll be a pretty decent backyard. Hanging out and stuff, and then Clearly, we're going to redo the deck and barbecue pit, all sorts of stuff. But just knowing that this is our house,
Great.
and we're going to be able to have a fire going and hang out and just have friends over. We've never really been able to host.
Oh, yeah. We've never been able to have somebody come over
Yeah.
because mainly the bathroom situation.
Yeah, that's a big part of
Yeah,
it.
like,
And-
know, so I don't know.
And
It's-
well, and then too, being so far away, it's like that's a long drive home, for Paragon and stuff, and
or any of our other friends that are in like Tulsa area,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
it is. It's a lot to ask somebody to drive that far. We do it all the time, but we're just so desperate to hang out with people. At that point, we're like, we need some interactions.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We're not that desperate, but we just like our people. Eventually, that fence and stuff will come down. We'll open this all up, but for now, I think it'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And
All this stuff is some stuff we'll get to way later. This is
Yes.
this isn't to tell you guys everything we're going to do.
well, we're gonna do it
This is
just
just
at some point down the road.
this is just to show you the property because
Yeah.
you haven't seen it.
Yeah, we haven't really been able to. We've had a lot going on, and you can't put it all in one video. And luckily, this channel, we kind of have the grace of doing whatever we want.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be built-in or whatever, and we don't get beat up in comments. So it is awesome, again, to go ahead and start envisioning all the stuff that it's going to be, hang out and extending the Packer bar out with a deck and redoing the deck. And, I mean, this is going to be perfect. It's going to be awesome. And then clearly the shop and everything's over there on that side of the yard. But quick rundown. Hopefully it kind of shows a little bit more. I know a lot of the audio is crunching. That's just part of it. But if there is a spot in the yard that you saw that you think is a good idea for this, that, or whatever, something that we haven't talked about, comment down below and let us know. Like, that's what I think is the coolest part of all this is we've done a lot of stuff on YouTube, and a lot of it, starting from scratch or whatever. Yeah. Oh, you tired? Your eyes were a little
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
Starting from scratch and stuff, we kind of had a vision and we went for it. But now that there's something already in place, it might remind you of your house or a friend's house or a parent's house or whatever. And it's the same thing on the inside. You guys are telling us paint colors, what you think for the kitchen, our bedroom, stuff like that. So I'm truly enjoying reading all the comments. I can't do it for every channel. We have too many. But on the Crockers, if you guys have been commenting, I've been hearting and trying to comment back to as many as I can. I try to heart every comment, and I want to try to do that. That was something I used to do a lot more, is really get on there and do it. And I'm going to try to make the effort to do it, because weekends I have a little more time on my hands of sitting around, so it gives me the opportunity to when she's taking naps and stuff, to go through it instead of working and stuff. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Again, comment down below, let us know as much as you can think, and then also if there was a spot that we went by or maybe overlooked in this video and you want to see it, let us know.